another edition of our live segment, our watch along segment on Premier Sport Fan Center. It's a big one. It's a game between Manchester United and Burnley, live from the Turf Moor Stadium, talking about Burnley home. And today, Manchester United will be without Eriksen, who has returned to the bench, with Scott McTominay starting. But there's a spot on the bench for the new signing, talking about Amrabat of Manchester United. My name is Adiyemi Shegun, and I'll be your host for today's program. But I'm not alone in the studio, as I have with me Solomon and Olamide. Good evening, guys.
Good evening. It's a nice day to talk about sport. Earlier on, we've seen a lot of spectacular matches, and today Everton returned to winning ways after defeating Brentford 3-1. And we also saw Manchester City with a red card. Rodri had a red card today, and Manchester City still managed to win, and 2-0. And it was a surprising game against Nottingham Forest. And today is Manchester United. Let's see if they will come back to winning way after a very long time. They've not tested.
I'm thinking the most shocking game of today is Everton beating Brentford by 3-1. I was surprised because I was telling people, though I was watching for Everton to come out with a win in that game, but people are like, no, be sentimental or whatever. Oh yeah, Everton's quality, I think they should be able to beat Tottenham.
Okay, but now we have your Manchester United playing tonight. The last time I saw you in the studio was Manchester United against Arsenal, and that day, since that day you ran away from the studio. But you're back today against Burnley. This is another side this is a Burnley. I'm coming. This is a Burnley side that is actually struggling. But if Burnley is struggling, Manchester United is also struggling, because last I checked, I think Manchester United is on 12th position right now, and the victory in this game. And this is another coach talking about company who is also looking for a victory in the APL. Do you see Manchester United coming here at Turf Moor to take this victory at the end of 90 minutes?
We've had so many setbacks with the last matches we played. So I think if you are going to have a momentum, a winning streak momentum, this is a good match to get a good momentum. Yeah. Okay, but talking about the loss.
And that's a good chance for Burnley, but Onana was called into action there very early into this game.
We are not losing against smaller teams. No disrespect to Brighton, but I think we are not losing against smaller teams. So yeah, I think it's still a work in process. So yeah, let's see.
Okay, that you can hear that from Olamide. That Manchester United is still a work in progress. Let's see how much that work is going to be. Overall, Manchester United have played 4 games in EPL this season already, and they've lost. Talking about Burnley, have played 4 games in EPL already this season, and they are yet to win any, but have drawn just 1 game, and which keeps them with just 1 point in the EPL's 2023-24 season. When Manchester United have played 5 games, they've won 3, they've won 2, and they've lost 3. Not a good result for Manchester United. Let's see if they'll be getting that victory today. A lot of goals have been conceded by Onana, which has actually made him one of the biggest targets in that. Is another opportunity for Burnley, and Burnley have been asking all the questions in the first 10 minutes of this game, but the referee had another decision there, and that will be an offside. I'm very sure Manchester United defenders will actually be happy to have themselves, away from that trouble. And don't forget, we also had some good results in EPL today. Talking about the Crystal Palace game against Fulham. That game ended 0-0. Luton against Wolves ended 1-1. Manchester City defeated Nottingham Forest 2-0. There was no chance for a goal or assist for Nigeria's own. Talking about Taiwo Awoniyi today. Brentford surprisingly lost 1-3 at home against Everton. While the last game for today is the game between Burnley and Manchester United. That game is currently in the 11th minute, approaching 12th minute. It's Manchester United 0, Burnley 0. And that's an opportunity for Manchester United. Will this be the first goal? But that is still an opportunity for Manchester United. But fortunately, that won't be going to the back of the net. It has been an end-to-end stop for the past 12 minutes. We'll be seeing this game, and it's looking like a game that will end up being a lively game. Let's see, because we know company to play enterprising football. We saw that in the championship last season, and that was why they had a sweet run in the championship. Solomon, is there any chance of Burnley, staying back in the EPL for the 24-25 season? Yeah.
Everything depends on their winning streak right now. From this very particular match, I can see the seriousness Burnley have brought into the party right now. With the pressure and with the pace they are taking on Manchester United today, anything can happen, and they can prove all bookmakers wrong today. Right in their own home and right in front of their own fans, they can create a shocker here today against Manchester United. Look at what they are playing. They took over they took over the midfield, pressing hard on Manchester United. In all round, they are serious, and if they continue like this, it's going to be dangerous for Manchester United.
Okay, it's going to be dangerous for Manchester United.
Maybe one of my best coach, maybe company is he can count himself on the list, because I really like the way his team is composed. Talking about the matches they played last season, they came first in championship last season. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's going to be a good manager, and he's going to be a very tough game.
Okay, we expect Burnley to give Manchester United a tough game today, and don't forget, company is a Manchester City derby, a Manchester City legend, and that is an arch rival for Manchester United, and that is Kole show on the field right there, and that is the first yellow card to Manchester United in this game in the 14th minute, and that was one for the team, but I think that's an unnecessary foul there. Yeah. He shouldn't have taken that, because he's going to put him in a lot of pressure in this game. Okay, straight away to the other centers that we're following. We'll also be following the game between Almeria and Valencia. That game is on 12th minute already. It's 0-0 between Almeria and Valencia. Lazio against Monza. This Lazio leading 1-0 in the 27th minute, while Brest are playing at home against Lyon, Olympique Lyon. That game is still 0-0 in the 14th minute. And back to the Manchester United game against Burnley. Don't forget that game is coming on live at Tough Moor. And Burnley has a free kick in a wicked position, and they take one straight into the box. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines and back into the hands of Burnley, and they went in for another in-swinger. But that is not going to. That's a good shot, but that is actually going out. And that was one good one from Broadway there, the captain of Burnley. And you can see company on our screens, dishing out the formations to the Burnley players. And they've actually kept this game lively, for the past 40 minutes. Let's see if they'll be able to continue with that pace, or with Manchester United be coming straight into the game, and Onana is coming out of his territory into an unfamiliar territory, and he chose to go for a pass into the Manchester United defenders, and they're taking all their time. They are not in a rush. Yes, we're still in the first 15 minutes, so it's still a lot of time to settle into this game. But let's see if Manchester United will be able to control this game for very long. But Olamide, why is we saw a lot of changes in this game? Anibal is starting. There's McTominay. There's Johnny Evans starting this game. But why is it hard for Garnacho, to get a starting shirt at Manchester United?
You see, let's talk about Garnacho starting each match. I think he's had two starting this season, and we've seen his performance. Maybe we don't want to put much pressure on him, because he's just 19 years old, and so far his starting record has not been as more effective as when he's coming on. So yeah, maybe for now, I think he's a super sub for now. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear that talking about the young Argentine, one of the best players for Manchester United. He's living up to expectation. But if there's one player that doesn't live up to expectation this season, it has to be Marcus Rashford, who happens to be Manchester United highest goal scorer last season. He hasn't actually come to the party. Yes, you can argue that it's just the 6th game, so a lot of games to come this season. Let's go straight to the starting 11. Burnley are starting this game with a 4-3-3 formation with James Trafford in goal post. In defense, they have Charlie Taylor, Jordan Bayer, Amin Al-Daki, and Connor Roberts, while in midfield they have the captain Josh Brownhill, Josh Cullen, and Aaron Ramsey. While up front they have Luka Koleosho, Zeki Amodu, and Joan Gomezin. While Manchester United starts in their favorite 4-2-3-1 formation, and that's another opportunity for Burnley with this being the first goal.
Oh, what a moment!
What a chance for Burnley there. Oh, you can see the disappointment on Ze's face. He knows that should be going to the back of the net. That's Olaf Bini, opener here. What a way to actually open Manchester United defense. Good one for Burnley, but fortunately they couldn't take the chance. And these are the quality chances, when you play against big teams, there's chances you have to take. But unfortunately, Burnley were unable to take that, and it's still Burnley who are still dominating play very early into this game. 16 minutes, approaching 17 minutes, it's Burnley from left to right. Puts the pressure on Manchester United early on into this game. Solomon, are they living up to expectations? Is the game building up to expectations of what you expect from Burnley?
Of course, I didn't expect what I'm seeing from Burnley. I thought Manchester United would just override them. in this encounter. But they are the one who are playing like the superstar here. You know, against almighty Manchester United. A lot of bookmakers will have given this to Manchester United, and Manchester United is going to have a clean run against Burnley. But what we are seeing right here, it is a different thing. But company have really done great job in the Burnley squad right now. In fact, they are playing like the old Man City that rush you like Russia, and that is what they are doing to Manchester United. I said it. If care is not taken, you see, if you look at the possession right now, you see that Burnley has actually dominated the possession. Yeah. So far, Manchester United just touched the ball, and you see the recovery rate of the Burnley side so fast that, and if they continue like this, it will be difficult for Manchester United to have.
Yeah, but recoveries and ball possession doesn't win you games.
Okay, you can hear
but it's a sign. It's a sign that these people are doing well.
Yeah,
it's a sign they are doing well.
Yeah.
But sometimes experience come to play. Yeah. But what we are seeing right now, it is what we are seeing.
Yeah,
because the sign,
that's a chance for Manchester United, but that is not the threat to the goal.
We are watching now. We are watching.
Straight to Manchester United starting 11. Manchester United starting a 4-2-3-1 formation with Andre Onana in goal post. He has actually been conceding a lot of goals since joining Manchester United. While in defense, they Eric Ten Hag chooses to put his confidence or put his trust in Diogo Dalot, Johnny Evans, Victor Lindelof, and Sergio Reguilon. While in midfield, there's a midfield pairing of Casemiro and Scott McTominay. While up front, there's Bruno Fernandes, who is the captain of Manchester United, Marcus Rashford, and Hannibal Mejbri in midfield. While up front is a lone-man striker for Rasmus Højlund, who scored his debut goal for Manchester United in that game against Bayern Munich. Unfortunately, they lost that game 4-3, and let's see if Manchester United will be coming back to winning ways, because a victory here is very much important. Because if they're not getting a victory here, it will be a lot of pressure on the coach. Talking about Eric Ten Hag, Olamide. Talking about Eric Ten Hag, has it lived up to expectations to you?
Yeah, I think he's have a very impressive first season. Nobody would have predicted what Ten Hag did in his first season. So yeah, I think his first season was impressive, and it may be what is buying him enough time now to get over all the defeats, to get over all the bad runs we have. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might just be what is keeping Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. Talking about Manchester United and Burnley, both teams have played each other 17 times, with Manchester United winning 10 times on 10 occasions, while Burnley have won just twice. They both played 5 draws, and both played 5 draws with an average score of 27.11 for Manchester United, while Burnley have scored just 11.27 average score against Manchester United. It has actually been a result that's actually favoured Manchester United. So coming into this game, but if there's a turf to go, if there's a hard stadium to actually go and play, it is the Burnley Turf Moor Stadium. It is always scary against big teams there. So let's see if they can hold on to their own. But they've actually looked impressive in the first 20 minutes of this game. Going straight to the statistics, ball possession has been 65% of ball possession to Burnley, while Manchester United have been reduced to just 5% of the ball. Burnley have seen 3 shots, while Manchester United have seen just 2 shots. Shot on target, both teams have won on target in the first 20 minutes. It hasn't really been a game where we've seen a lot of chances in corner kicks. Burnley have played 2 corner kicks, while Manchester United are yet to play a corner kick in this game. Straight to the number of passes already, Burnley have completed 147 passes. That is actually impressive for Burnley, while Manchester United have been able to just complete 82 passes in this game. You know, the pressure is soaking in on Manchester United. What do you think Eric Ten Hag should be telling the players?
You know, in his press conference, he mentioned that maybe our player needs to play with more confidence. This is not the Man U of last season. I know forms, and sometimes you are not in form, and we can see there's injuries affecting Man U a lot. But yeah, against Burnley, it's time to step up. We've had couples of bad games, so I think this is a very good game to step up. I don't mind Burnley playing us. They are at home, so they have to show for it.
Wait, I'm coming. You talked about injury. This injury you're talking about, injuries in almost all your clubs.
Yes.
Chelsea are having injury on the bench.
Yes.
Manchester City. In fact, Manchester City said they are having injury, and Guardiola managed the situation.
All right.
Arsenal, they are also having injury. Even though some of their new signing, they are on injury. Nkunku of Chelsea is in injury. If
you have to mention injury, I think the only club, the 2 clubs you can mention injury about about are just Chelsea and Man U. They are the two clubs facing the most players.
And there's a goal in the game between Lazio and Monza. Monza has equalized in that game in the 26th minute. It's now Lazio 1, Monza 1. Fantastic goal for Monza against all expectations. And it's Rashford on the ball right now, trying to take over his man. And he just to go straight wide on the left side. But still are playing there and looking for a 1-2 with the Manchester United midfielders. But unfortunately, they've lost that to Burnley, who will be running straight on the counter. It's 3 against 4 players right now. And it's Burnley that chooses to go through Kole Osho, who is on the ball right now, but chooses to go back to his midfield and switch straight to the right wing. And that is Manchester United winning that back through. Is that Aniba? Yes, Aniba. And that is the midfield. Aniba with the ball there. Oh, that's a bad pass going forward. And it's Burnley who are back in possession. Trafford on the ball right now. He chooses to go for an in-swinger. But Manchester United player was there to actually get that. It's Burnley. It has actually been an end-to-end tie for the past 22 minutes of this game. It has been, fun. I just hope this game remains this way for the next 80 minutes. We'll be seeing for the next 80 minutes of action in this game. It's still Manchester United 0, Burnley 0 in the 23rd minute of this game.
These are just two teams trying to get a win to create momentum. So I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised with the way Burnley is playing. To me,
this is Manchester United, for Christ's sake.
Yes, but we've not really been the Manchester United of the past. So yeah, so I think
there's something that happened to Manchester United that a lot of fans are not really talking about.
And that's another opportunity for Manchester United and into the box of Burnley. But that will be going off for Manchester United first corner kick in this game. 24 minutes of action been played already. Still Manchester United 0, Burnley 0. That looks horrible from from the captain Bruno Fernandes. I think he should actually be doing better there. What do you think?
But he was just trying to lay a pass in the box 18 because the ball was really out of reach for him. So he just tried and managed to play the ball. Not really bad effort from him.
And the corner kick. I'm coming. The corner kick. Let's take the corner kick. I will go back to what I was saying. Right. After the corner kick, I will go back because it's a moment.
Okay, we have a corner kick for Manchester United right now, and they are taking an in-swinger. Would that be the first goal? We have the first goal in this game. Johnny Evans on his return to Manchester United. First goal against Burnley. It is Manchester United 1, Burnley 0 in the 24th minute. Fantastic free corner kick for Manchester United, which happens to be their first corner kick. And it's their first goal coming off that corner kick. We can see the disappointment on Burnley players' face. They believe they should have been doing better there. The big man talking about Johnny Evans gave Manchester United the lead. Already gave Manchester United the lead in this game. It's Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. And that was a good corner kick and a good border there.
I really don't want to...
I was saying something before. I wanted that corner kick to be taken. Okay. And the corner kick has been taken and it has resulted to a goal. That is a good one for Manchester United. But what I was saying is that when Ten Hag came to Manchester United, what did he do first? He first of all solidified the defense of Manchester United. And they started considering lesser goals. But then it was the gear that was on the post as the goalkeeper. You understand? So what happened to those good old days when you came, you solidified the defense? Because
I see the VR check on that goal. Let's see the VR actually checking.
That's a goal. There's no offside there. That's a goal.
That's what the VR decision would be. But it looks like that should be a goal.
There's no offside. Okay, it's an offside.
It might have
but this is a corner kick.
That's an offside. That's an offside. That's an offside.
He might have interfered with the play.
That's an offside.
And that will actually be a bad one for Manchester United because they needed this lead. They needed this lead because it has actually been Burnley who are dominating play. Oh, it seems like that should be cancelled because he actually interfered against the goalkeeper.
The keeper was the one pushing him.
He interfered against the goalkeeper.
It was the keeper pushing him.
He rested on the goalkeeper there. You can see it on the screen.
But he wasn't disturbing the goalkeeper. Look at the goalkeeper pushing him. Look at this. Look at it. It was the goalkeeper pushing him.
Apart from the goalkeeper pushing him, he was already off. Look at the last touch. And look at his position.
It wasn't score, and that has been cancelled by the referee, and it's not going to be Johnny Evans' first goal for Manchester United. Correction of the scoreline: it's Burnley 0, Manchester United 0 in the 26th minute of this game, and Manchester United will actually be feeling undone by that cancellation, I'm very sure Manchester United fans around the world will be having a say. We can say everything. Hang on our screens, is in disbelief to that for
The
that
VAR
cancellation.
this season,
That was rightly chalked up.
That was just a listen to what happened. The match against Arsenal, his complaint was that the referee was not fair against Manchester United. Even though there was a VAR check, and most of those conditions were justified by the referee, by VAR. And right now, this one also is justified by VAR, if you ask me. But he was crying foul after the match against Arsenal. And now you can see him responding by shaking his head that, oh, this referee is not fair to us. That's probably what he's saying in his mind.
No, you can't judge my coach like that. He didn't say anything. He just shook his head. After the match, now you can hear him saying he was just showing sign of disbelief that the goal was cancelled. I'm talking about even the VAR. We've had this the top penalty we had against Bayern in the Champions League. We had the same issue against Tottenham, which was not given as penalty in the box. It was not given as penalty. I don't know why the VAR is. We are having in-luck against with VAR this season. I don't know what's going on.
But a lot of football lovers, most especially the old ones, they will say most of your trophy you won in the past was as a result of referee supporting Manchester United. But now VAR is out that will give justice to what is a true picture of what is happening.
Yeah, but it's good when it's when we are having clean chances, and scoring down and they're giving. But they don't come against us. That's what I'm just saying.
You don't have to cry over spill milk.
No, we are talking about but the VAR has been so unfair to us.
That was rightly chalked off.
Yes, but that
was rightly chalked off. And the state chance for Manchester United to find that early goal in this game is not even early goal. We are currently approaching the 30th minute of this game. It's still Burnley 0, Manchester United 0. But Manchester United have actually grown into this game for the past 4 minutes. And to our viewers, don't forget you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your comments in the live chat. Let us have your view on that cancelled goal by VAR. Was it justifiable or were Manchester United actually cheated there? And this Burnley were running around cycles, Colio showed there. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines. It's Manchester United who are back attacking right now. And that is Ojlund on the ball. Let's see what he's going to choose. Chooses to... but at the end of it, he should have actually made up his mind very early there. Do you want to pass or you want to take a shot? I expect that decision to have come very early there.
I think
that was there. And that's another chance for Manchester United. But that is not going to threaten the goalkeeper. And it's off for a goal kick. Burnley's goal kick in the 29th minute. We're approaching the 30th minute. Good interplay between Ojlund and Rashford here. Fantastic movement here from the Danish striker. And let's see if he'll be getting his first EPL goal today against Burnley. How are you going to rate Ojlund, since coming into Manchester United? Is it looking like the striker that will take Manchester United, to wherever they believe they're supposed to be?
Me?
I'm asking you, because you are the Manchester United fan.
Yeah, I think he's still young. He still have lot of room for improvement. So I think we can give him. He still has that room for improvement and everything. So I think he's going to be the main striker.
Okay, can you hear that from Olamide?
With distributions, if he has distribution around him,
apart from the decision, his positioning is good. And his workplace also
yes, another opportunity for Burnley to actually threaten Manchester United defense. They chose to go through the Norder, but that is not going to be threatened. It's not going to threaten Manchester United as that was easily cleared out by Manchester United defenders, and the ball is back in Burnley's half, and they're taking all their time. They're not in a rush. 30 minutes of action already seen. It is still Burnley 0, Manchester United 0. So is there any chance of we getting a goal in this first half, or we'll be settling for a 0-0 half-time score?
There's going to be a goal in this first half. And this is just, how many minutes now?
30 minutes. 30 minutes already.
We have 15 minutes left to play. And I was talking about Ojlund. I said he's going to be a very good inclusion into the Manchester United squad. We've seen his move. We've seen his... body language is good for football and it's good for Manchester United team. We saw him in the Champions League. I think he even scored a goal in the Champions League. And talking about Rashford is having a drought of goal. For the past matches now, I'm very sure it's up to 5 to 6 matches. Rashford have not scored.
Is it-
We're going to
He hasn't scored
Is
in the EPL already. He hasn't scored in the EPL this season.
Rashford?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was not in the past, but Odinot just came in. His debut. He got the goal.
I think that's the kind of impression you have when you sign a player of 70 million pounds. That's the kind of impression you have. That should be the kind of mentality he's bringing.
So Burnley running cycles against Manchester United defenders. Will this be another opportunity? But it's off for a Burnley corner kick. Aaron Ramsey has actually been a menace to Manchester United today. Talking about the young former Aston Villa midfielder. He has actually been around cycles today. He actually created that opportunity for Burnley's first chance that hits the crossbar. And now they have a corner kick in the 32nd minute. Let's say Burnley will be having their own goal also from the corner kick. And it's actually going to be a nice one. On the ball there. And it's going to be a Burnley corner kick.
Will they be able to cope in second half when in the second half? That's what I want to say.
There's nothing about
what is your hope? What is that they playing now?
They're playing very good. They play very good, but I'm just saying, are they going to be this consistent? You guys have not
been playing. I've not seen
this. They are showing. They are playing at home.
So they have to. The second half, are they going to play it at Old Trafford?
Okay, let's talk about how we are conceding goals.
We have another corner kick here for Burnley. Let's see if they'll be taking advantage of this or making good use of it. And they chose to go for an in-swinger. And that is actually going to be cleared by Manchester United defenders. It's not going to trouble the Manchester United defenders. Up for a throw into Burnley, and his captain Brownweed will be taking that, but he chooses to leave that for his teammates. Will be taking that deep throw in for Burnley. It has actually been Burnley all around for the past 2 minutes of this game. It has been a game of different tides. We've seen Manchester United grow into possession, and we've seen Burnley, comfortably coming back into the possession. 33 minutes of action already. We approach the 34th minute. It's still Manchester United who are struggling to get a goal in this game against Burnley, who by Burnley are all running, to get their first win in the EPL this season. They are languishing down there with just 1 point, and we can see the frustration on the coach talking about Vincent Kompany is having, a big bait in the EPL. But is there any chance of Kompany, staying back with Burnley if these results are not coming in? Or at a point, do you see him being sacked? No,
I don't see him being sacked because he actually did a very good job when it comes to Burnley. He brought them to the Premier League. We saw his exploit in the Championship, and it was fantastic. And what they are playing right now, they don't look like underdogs. They don't look like newly promoted side. They are looking like.
That's another opportunity for Manchester United. That is Rashford running cycles, and they chose to come out for a corner for in-swinger there, but off to a Manchester United throw-in. 34th minute, approaching 35th minute, it's Manchester United 0, Burnley 0, and Manchester United has a throw-in there through Reguilon, who takes one deep one into Burnley's half, but Burnley were able to clear their lines and back into the foot of Manchester United, but the defense of Burnley is actually a very big or hard nut for Manchester United attackers to crack, and Burnley are back after switching that, but it's back into Manchester United, who chooses to play around Lindelof on the ball there, and he chooses to take it easy, but go straight to his teammate there, and it's Manchester United who are currently in control of the play.
You just finished cracking it. They said it.
You didn't crack the defense. You didn't crack the defense.
It was disallowed. They said our cracking was not genuine. So
Rashford on the wing right now. So let's see what he's going to do there. He chooses to go in midfield, and it's still Manchester United who has to trying to do everything possible. But you look at the way Burnley actually creates their, the way they are defending, all their bodies behind the ball and trying to hit Manchester United on the counter. And talking about counter attacks, I think that is where we'll find it hard to get a goal in this game, because Manchester United only thrive, I think they thrive better when they hit on the counter. Yeah. And this is Burnley also being set up in a way that they also want to hit Manchester United on the counter. So if two of you are not creating that opportunity for yourself to hit yourself on the counter, it's actually going to be a problem for the goals to come into this game.
No, the goals are going to come in, because right now, if you ask me, I would say more pressure on Manchester United. They are they say they're big name. They have the bigger name, and they have the integrity to maintain. Right now, they've not been winning matches, and you are playing against a newly promoted side like Burnley. So Burnley can relax, and you come and pressurize them, and they use that opportunity and counter you. So that is what we are expecting, and that is why it has been difficult for Manchester United they are not under pressure to win because for a very long time they've not tasted victory.
Okay, still 0-0 in the game between Burnley and Manchester United, and that's an opportunity for Rashford, where he ran into a crowd of men there, and Burnley and the Clarets are going to clear their lines right now, but it's Manchester United who has to back on the ball, and they've grown momentum in this game. 36 minutes of action already. We approach it at 7th minute. It's Manchester United 0, Burnley 0. And that's a good news we got, but Trafford got that. It's not even going to threaten or trouble the Burnley's first choice goalkeeper. And straight to some centers where we have goals already, since the Burnley and Manchester United game has refused to give us a goal. In the game between Almeria and Valencia, that game Valencia is currently leading 1-0. In the game between Lazio and Monza is at halftime. It's Lazio 1, Monza 0. Brest and Lyon, 38 minutes of action been played already. It's still Lyon 0, Brest 0. While Almeria City...
Was a Monza goal cancelled?
No, 1-1. 1-1. I said 1-1.
Okay.
1-1. While PSV have gone riot at Almeria City. They are turning into riot center right now. 76 minutes of action in that game is PSV 3, Almeria City 0. I'm sure their fans will actually be disappointed in that. Okay, back to the game between Manchester United. Minutes already. It's looking like the first half there won't be any goal here.
Right. Well, we still have a lot of minutes to play, and you can see 7 minutes to play. 7 minutes in football is a very long period of time. We saw Barcelona today against Celta Vigo. They scored 3 goals in 8 minutes. You know, they scored in the 81 minutes, 86 minutes, and 89 minutes. That means in 8 minutes they were able to get 3 goals. So Manchester United versus Burnley, we are still having 7 minutes to play, and we don't know how many additional minutes the referee is going to add. So it's a long time in football, and anything can happen within that period of time. Yeah. And let's see how it goes.
Okay, you can hear that from Solomon. Anything can happen in football. And talking about what can happen, Manchester United have actually increased in ball possession right now. They have 41% of ball possession, while Burnley has 59% of ball possession. Total shots, Burnley has the better share, having played 5 shots, while Manchester United have played just 4 total shots in this game. Total shot on target, it is 1 apiece for both teams, while Manchester United have played 1 corner kick. Burnley has actually played 4 corner kicks in this game. Total passes completed, Burnley has completed 237 passes, while Manchester United has completed just 170 in this match. You know, for the past 10 minutes, Manchester United have actually grown into this game. Do you see them keeping that momentum until halftime?
You see, it was why I was really saying, can Burnley really keep up the performance the second half? Because maybe they just have that strength because they are playing at home, they are playing at Toughmore or whatever. So yeah.
If there's one player that's actually troubled Manchester United in this game, it is Corley O'Shea, the man who is currently on the ball, but he chooses to go wide and back into the box. He's not having an issue, and that is another opportunity for Burnley. But Manchester United were able to clear their lines. They've actually been clearing a lot.
Maybe we are allowing Burnley play too much.
Yeah, it's like the respect is actually too much, you know. Manchester United are affording them a lot of respect in this game. Another opportunity for Burnley.
No,
that's what we get off for a corner kick.
That's a goalkeeper.
But the referee
it's a goal kick.
The referee is pointing to goal kick.
It's a goal kick. Wow. You know, 2 players that have actually impressed me in this game is the captain, Brown Hill, and Corley O'Shea. They've actually, you know, come into this party with lot of game in their hands. And we can see the England coach talking about Southgate is currently here at the Toughmore checking on the English players. Manchester United are still finding it very hard to break the Burnley defense or get a goal in this game. 40 minutes of action, 5 more minutes to go in the first half. It's Burnley 0, Manchester United 0.
Burnley 0, Manchester United 0 is a very good result for Burnley right now to stand. And you can see that's why they pressing on Manchester United. They are better off in terms of attacking. And 1 hour with the
Oh,
and that should be a penalty.
No, penalty. That's a player. And Manchester United finally have a chance to eat the Burnley on the corner kick, on the counter. And that's what Manchester United have actually been looking for in this game. But Burnley were quick to react. And it's a game back in Burnley's favor. And they are moving straight into the midfield and still trying to control the game. But we'll be having an infringement here. And it's going to be a free kick to Burnley. You can see the frustration on Bruno Fernandes's face whenever it's not working the way he wants it. The frustration is always visible on his face. Talking about the Manchester United captain. Good run from Corley O'Shea. Talking about the young player with Nigerian heritage, but he's not playing for Nigeria. Look at Corley O'Shea. Fantastic player. It's not Kolo.
It's Corley.
You pronounce it very well.
Nah, this is the
45 minutes of action already. Ball is 0, Manchester United 0. 4 more minutes to go in this first half. 4 more minutes for Manchester United to find the opener. 4 more minutes for Burnley to get that unlikely opener in this first half.
What did they do?
That's another chance. That was a good save from Andre Onana. Good hit there from Ramsey. You know, he has actually been a menace to this Manchester United defense.
Maybe wants to get
He took his chance and he took that shot. Great save and fast save from Andre Onana. Although it wasn't the best of shots from him there. So it's actually been an easy save for Andre Onana there. 42 minutes already.
You know, already Onana's record is looking so bad because he has conceded so many goals. You know, in the days of the Gia, we didn't see Manchester United conceding so much goals. Yeah. Even though I don't know why it was sold. In fact, it won one of the best goalkeeper in EPL, and it was sold. I don't know what the Gia saw in Onana. They brought him in and Eric Ten Hag. And now we are seeing another basket in Onana.
What is basket?
It's basket now. 4 goals.
I think all players need to gain their confidence. Talking about David De Gea, when he came in Manchester United, I remember his first game, second game, third game. Those times, news started coming out that he has eyes issue and stuff that he could not see well, and so I think it's just this is Premier League. I tell him this Premier League is hard. So maybe he's just honestly trying to gain his confidence. Though he's been considering a lot.
Won the Premier League like Manchester United.
There's not like a league is hard. That is just
no. I want to let him know something.
But they are good players. They are good players.
In the history of the
Onana won't find it easy.
I'm coming. In the history
no keeper will find it easy.
In the history of the EPL, has any team won Premier League than Manchester United?
No, but this.
So why are you saying is hard?
He's not record
because you are not informed.
He's not record playing yet. Those people that won the title, they are not even playing anymore. Look at Rankin, he's not playing anymore. This is new era.
They will show on the ball. He has chosen Regulion as his favorite customer in this game. He has actually were able to cut that momentum off of the Manchester United winger. And talking about Andre Onana, he has conceded 10 goals in 5 EPL matches, and the whole of the season he has conceded 14 goals in 6 matches. Wow, that is actually not a
lot of goals.
Average of 2.5 goals.
Average of 2 goals per game.
Which
is actually very bad for a goalkeeper.
His performance has not been up to par.
So that's why you say something. You know, I only know that he is good.
To be sincere, I was looking at a more ball playing keeper. I wasn't even looking at Onana. I didn't know my were going to go for Onana. My type of ball playing keeper would have been maybe Sanchez of Chelsea.
About Sanchez.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk about the game now. We're in the 44th minute, approaching 45th minute already. That was his first half regulation time will almost be over. We'll be seeing how much minute the referee will be adding as additional time, and that's a chance for Manchester United. Fantastic goal for Bruno Fernandes. What a hit! The referee decision is going to be. It's a one-time hit from Bruno Fernandes. And that is what I expect him to do. Take the shot, and he took it. And you can see the emotion growing on the Manchester United players. They are actually happy taking the lead against run of play. It has been Burnley who have been the best team in this game. But Manchester United, being the big team and being the big boys they are, came in there late into this game with the first goal in the 40. That might just be an offside. That is a clean goal. Good movement and good time pass. And he took it at once. Fantastic shot from the Portuguese. Good. That was a good insight and experienced pass there from Johnny Evans. This goal reminds me of that goal scored by Van Persie. And it looks exactly like that. Fantastic goal. Great goal from Bruno Fernandes to give Manchester United the lead in the 45th minute. And you can see that the happiness on the Manchester United bench. And I can see the happiness on the face of Olamide.
Why?
You know, talking about Bruno Fernandes, you know, like I say, a player that is highly tempered, that is emotional, channel your anger to the ball. You know, and if you look at the way he one touch with his anger and the shot he released, that is a very good one. And you see the goal was scored in the 44th minute. That's why it's always good never say never until the final whistle. At the 44th minute, a goal came in this match, and I was saying that it was going to be a goal in this first half. And thank God
they have to show it themselves. The frustration, the anger. Even fans said with the vest. So they have to show it for me on the pitch. Yeah.
Okay, you can see Burnley we are back now, and they'll be trying to get an equalizer in this game. They'll be feeling undone in this game already because they've actually done everything possible in this first half. The only thing they did do was taking their chances, and they were equally punished by Manchester United. That is what happens when you play against big teams. Once you're getting those chances, make good use of them. And now it's Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. It might be end of this week, straight into the halftime break. And it's Burnley who has still dominated play. It has actually Burnley dominated play, but Manchester United scoring, and it's looking like,
I said it.
Game of
I said it. I said it. It doesn't matter. I don't even care. You can have 80% ball possession. I just want to win. I want to see my team winning. I don't care. I don't even care about possession anymore. Because we've been losing a lot, and we'll be playing against Bayern Munich. I think we had a very good performance. I like the performance against Bayern Munich. But what happened? We lost. So I'm not even looking at performance today. I just want to see that scores. I want to see like 3-0, 4-0. But
right now, I'm very sure you are not comfortable enough because it's 1-0. Anything can happen. Burnley can equalize, and you'll be sharing 1 point with Burnley.
Yes, another opportunity for Manchester United with this big. And Ojlon just missed the sitter, and Dash Lavini second goal for Manchester United. Good movement from the Manchester United attackers, but Ojlon couldn't keep his shots down, and unfortunately that would have been an offside even if that had gone in. You can see the movement, good pass there, and a good run there from the Manchester United attackers, and that was a good one-touch pass, but Ojlon couldn't keep that down. But if that even stayed down, that would have been an offside call. I think Burnley needs to be very much careful because they are opening their back lines very much in this game, and that's Kole Osho the ball, chooses to run through the channel, but he lost that out after running into a crowd of Manchester United midfielders, and it's Manchester United who are on the ball right now. They chose to go back. Let's say would it be another long pass into the box, and that is
there are two teams.
That's Johnny Evans on the ball. And finally, we are coming down to the halftime, and the referee has just blown his whistle for halftime break. It's Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. That goal coming courtesy of Manchester United captain, talking about Bruno Fernandes. Fantastic goal. That was a good take from him. A contender for goal of the week in EPL. Good assist also from Johnny Evans, who will return back to Manchester United, and he has actually given a good account of himself in the first half. You can see frustrations on the face of Burnley's coach talking about Vincent Kompany. Let's see what he'll be telling his boys in halftime. During the halftime pep talk, hopefully they'll come back in the second half to get an equalizer in this game. Overall, what do you guys think of? What do you guys think?
They actually challenge Manchester United. They're not looking as underdog with what they've played so far, and they missed a lot of chances, and they also created a lot of chances. They ran through Manchester United defense, but they missed a lot of goal. I think for the first half, Onana had like 2 good saves for a very long time now. He has been like a basket, like I said, but this one now is not allowing any goal in. He's becoming stingy or greedy with goals. He's not giving chances any longer. And I think that would be good for his image. And Manchester United getting this goal is an encouragement for them. I think they begin to believe that, we can do it, Despite the fact that a lot of people we want to rate Burnley as minor, but in football, as long as you are in the EPL, you are able to win from the championship. The championship is also a tight corner. It's also a tight corner. But you are through from the championship to the EPL, so that means you are good enough to be equal to all the big teams. So we have seen, this is the first time I've seen Burnley play so well. They are giving Manchester United a lot of headache. And kudos to Manchester United. They scored the first goal. It was cancelled. It was offside, and it was justified that it was actually offside. And now they've scored the second one. That means Manchester United are beginning to come to scoring goals. We saw them score 3 goals in the Champions League against
I think Man U are giving them maybe this first half. My take on this first half is like Man U are giving them too much chances to play to play their game. In this match, if we don't have any clean sheet, it's going to be like a lose for me. That's what I'm. Even if we should win 3-1, I don't even want to see any more. I want to see at least 3-0. I want to see us taking our chances more better and creating chances more better in the second half.
You can hear that from Olamide. He wants to see still get more chance and take their chances in the second half. We still have 45 more minutes of action to go in this game. And let's see if Manchester United will be getting more goals, or will it be Burnley will be staging a comeback in the second half, or will this game be ending 1-0 like that for the next 90 minutes? I'm very sure Manchester United fans will actually fancy taking this game at 1-0 so they can get another 3 points. Well, let's go and see what Manchester United fans were saying on the streets of Lagos today prior to this match. I'll be coming back after that for the second half.
All right, yeah, right now are they here with Ife Oluwa and a Man U fan. You know, say most of the Man U fan right now in the verse, but he say the verse. He want to keep mine as in mine be today. Man U go play against Burnley away from home, and say chess Man U they form. So what do you think about the match?
I did relaxed.
Okay.
I did relaxed. Though we have not been performing though. And I don't want to give excuses because everybody they go through injuries. Yeah. City they go through injuries. Chelsea they go through injuries. Even Arsenal have some major injuries like Timber and the likes. But Manchester United as well, we have more than 6 players on injuries. Mount, Shaw, Varane, Amrabat, you know. Then we have some internal issues as well with Sancho, Anthony, you know, so many things going on with the sales of the club and so many things. So, you know, that's the reason why I would say our season has not really started very well. But still, matches like Burnley, all these matches, I'm not phased at all, I'm not scared. It should be a comfortable win for us at least to get the tempo up, pick up, and, you know, get our season going, you understand?
All right. You're talking about Man U. We've seen recently, we know saying Rashford's a big bang goal for Manchester United, but it's like he's absent in the party. In fact, Casemiro, they didn't even score goal more than Rashford as this day, because we saw against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, Casemiro scored 2 goals against all expectation, you know. And you know what do you say, Rashford didn't score goal?
The thing about Rashford is that I love Rashford. I love Rashford. One of the players in the team that I know I'm confident and I love so much is Marcus Rashford. And over the years, he has shown himself to be a top forward. The reason why I said forward is that Rashford is one of the few players that are versatile enough to play left wing, play right wing also, and also play 9. You understand? So the reason to his slow start, I mean, has been the fact that we all know he's not comfortable playing. And I mean, if you watch Marcus Rashford's interviews, anytime they ask him what position does he like playing the most, he always say he likes playing from the left, because that's where he can cut inside and play. But right now, with the coming in of Rasmus, that's our new number 9, I feel Rashford will be able to perform better, score goals, create chances, and I mean, him not scoring goal doesn't mean he's not playing game. We saw him against Burnley, Bayern. He was one of our most interesting players. He gave the assist. And you know, other matches too he has been creating, but he has not been as sharp as he used to be, yes. But I mean, he should be able to come back to his form.
So, but despite the fact, say, Man U, they go through all these problems right now, you still believe, say, they can beat Burnley today?
Of course. If we are not able to beat Burnley today, then I mean all Manchester United fans around should start to question, you know, what we are actually going to do this season. Should start to question, you know, the coach. Should start to question the players itself, because I'm not underestimating Burnley. Burnley had a very nice season in the Championship last year. Company has been a very, very good coach recently too as well. But I mean, a team like Manchester United shouldn't be scared of Burnley. It's just like asking a Manchester City's fan, are you scared of Burnley? I mean, the fact that they are good doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to comfortably beat them 2-0, 3-0 with a clean sheet, you understand? So I am very comfortable with today's game.
All right, now, a lot of Manchester United fans, they get divided opinion when it comes to Sancho and Erik ten Hag, the coach of Manchester United. Now, I want to hear your own opinion, because some people say, as a father figure, Ten Hag was supposed to, it's not supposed to be waiting for apology. As a final figure, he's supposed to just accept. Some people, they say, no, that is good. To bring discipline into the team, you don't need to go and say that kind of thing, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So what is your own personal opinion? As say you be Man U fan, what do you think? Which side you dey?
Okay, the thing is, I have a lot to say on this. I don't know if you have the time.
Okay, just 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Okay. The thing is, as a player, I'm a player.
Okay.
I believe you have to respect your coach, no matter no matter the circumstance. Back in Sir Alex era, there was a thing that happened with Roy Keane. I know you know Roy Keane. Yeah. Roy Keane and Sir Alex. There was a video. I think there was a video about something that happened either in the dressing room or on the field. Roy Keane went to post the video online without asking the manager first. The manager got to know about it and he called all of them and he scolded Roy Keane. As he was scolding Roy Keane, with the likes of Ferdinand and the rest, the coach was very angry with Roy Keane. And Roy Keane, the kind of player he is, when they came into training the next day, Roy Keane called all of them together. The coach rather called all of them together and he told all of them that this is the last time Roy Keane will ever play for this club. That is the example we need to see from a team like Manchester United. You don't see players, Manchester City players last week, and he made a statement. He said, Nunes, the new player they bought from Wolves, he said they asked him about what he feels about the player. He openly said that Nunes' first touch is still very poor for what he has seen. I mean, that is a coach saying his mind about his player. And what was the question asked to Ten Hag? They just asked him why Sancho was not in the lineup. And he said, Manchester United has standards. And if you don't meet the standards, you will not be picked into the team. So, I mean, Sancho was very wrong for coming online to oppose the coach and say you have been used as a scapegoat and things like that. He doesn't need it.
All right.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
All right, you can hear Ife Oluwa. I think I didn't know that I just met a great analyst here, and I thank God I'm seeing him. And we have a lot to do in talking sport. Okay, now what is your prediction for today's match?
Is it Manchester United's match alone?
Burnley, yeah. And you can predict other match too. If you get it, we always have something across to you.
All right. I'm predicting, because of our clean sheets, woes and all, I'm predicting a 3-1, 2-1 game. But to be factual, I'm predicting a comfortable 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, for Manchester United.
That is good. Thanks very much. I hope your prediction come through, and thanks for giving us the audience.
Yeah, thank you.
God bless.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, I'm here now with Olumide. He's a Liverpool fan, but he said he want to talk about Man U match today. You want to talk about Man U? I want to talk about the match today between Burnley versus Manchester United. So, what do you see about the match? What do you want to talk about the match?
What I want to talk about the match is that recently form of Man U is not good. But if you look at the matches that they've played before now, especially this Champions League that just finished against Bayern Munich, with their performance, I believe Burnley will score, but Man U will win the match. Because with their position on the table, I believe they want to jack up small. Because if they lose to the Burnley, definitely they are dropping down seriously. Okay. So my own prediction is Burnley will score, but Man U will win maybe 2-1 or 3-1.
All right, you can hear him 2-1, 3-1. So Man U, do you think they get people if they score that can score for Man U? Because recently we know that Rashford they bang goal for Man U, but it's like it's not scoring again.
For him not to score, but that doesn't mean that no other player can score.
Okay. All right. What is your own prediction for Liverpool match also against West Ham that will be played tomorrow?
Liverpool West Ham, with the performance of Liverpool recently coming back to win after the other teams called them, I believe the game will end up maybe with 2-1 or 3-2 in favor of Liverpool.
2-1 or 3-2. So what do you like about Liverpool right now? Because myself, I'm happy with Liverpool. Despite if I say I've been neutral person, I no get club, I'm clubless right now. But it gets some kind of play where we say team go play, I go like them. You understand what I'm saying? So, but what do you think? Think about Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool coach.
The Liverpool coach, Jurgen Klopp, I think his motivation to the team is very high. Are you getting me? Yeah. After first half, if they are losing, I believe, I'm not there, but I believe he has some psychologically talk that I talk to them that will boost them up for the second half.
All right, so you say your prediction, Burnley versus Manchester United 2-1, Abi? 2-1. 2-1-3-2. 2-1-3-2. All right, we don't hear them. He said 2-1-3-2. We hope some prediction come through. Thanks for talking with us.
All right,
enjoy your day.
With Engineer Kenneth, and he's a Manchester United fan, a proud one for that matter, and he still trusts his club even though recently they are not doing well. So today, Burnley is playing home to Manchester United. So, Engineer, what is your take on that match?
Way to win.
A way to win. He said Manchester United to win. No, given the fact that Manchester United is looking like there is an issue in Manchester United. We saw their Champions League against the Bayern Munich. It was mixed. I want to say they tried towards the end, and I want to say they were so relaxed. So what do you have to say about that match?
Presently, we are having injury issues, so now the coach can really determine his first 11. So that's why I'm having back and forth. I want to say today, the team will bounce back and they will be away with it.
All right, they will bounce back and be away. We remember you are playing against them, Company and only
a team that hasn't won this season also. They won't start with Man U.
So you are not expecting any disappointment this match?
No.
All right. Overall, apart from the injuries crisis, what else do you think is the problem of Manchester? Don't you think they are having dressing room issues, or don't you think there is this beef between Sancho and is really affecting the team? I don't think the players are not happy with the team.
Manchester United as a team is a brand. So the player of that team is not over the. It can't be more than the team. So Sancho, whatever, if we have said something that's against the team or against the brand itself, so you have to play for that. So with or without Sancho, Man still remains.
Good. All right, you had Engineer himself. So what is your prediction for today's match?
I told you, Man U to win.
So what can you give scoreline? Can you give two options?
It will be more than 2 goals.
More than 2 goals for Man U to win. All right, you had Engineer. Man U to win with more than 2 goals. I will just hope his prediction comes. Thanks for talking to us. Have a nice
I'm sure you guys enjoyed and listened to what Manchester United fans had to say about their club. You know, the expectations coming into this game. I know that to some Manchester United are living up to expectation, and I see my guys in the studio talking about Solomon and Olamide. So Olamide has actually been, full of smile. I just hope that smile doesn't turn to lamentation at the end of the second half. It's Manchester United who are taking the first kick in the second half. Ojland end up Hannibal on the ball. How are you going to rate Hannibal's performance in the first half?
I wanted to talk about him. We've not really seen Hannibal in the first half. Though he has been giving us that intensity in terms of mark, in terms of ball recoveries. Yeah, but I think there's still more to his game that is yet to give us.
Okay, he believes there's more to his game than he's yet to give us. Straight to the centers, we have the game between Almeria and Valencia. It's Valencia who are currently leading that center 1-0. Lazio and Monza, that game is in 62nd minute, still 1-1 between Lazio and Monza. While Brest against Lyon is still 0-0 in the 51st minute. Porto are 1 goal up against Gil Vicente, while the game between PSV and Almeria City has come to an end. Back to the game between Manchester United. Let's go straight to see which players are on the Manchester United bench. We have the goalkeeper talking about Arte Beidri, who is still waiting to have his first action. There's a return for Rafael Varane. There's Palistri, Alejandro Garnacho, Daniel Gore, Sofian Amrabat, Donny van der Beek, Christian Eriksen, and Anthony Martial. While Manchester United have 9 players out injured, talking about Kobe Mano, there's Luke Shaw, there's Amad Diallo, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Jadon Sancho is out. Anthony is also out due to suspension. There's Rafael Varane is actually doubtful for this game, but we have Harry Maguire who is also out, and Mason Mount is out for Manchester United. A lot of injuries concern and suspension
And Malaysia.
concerns for Manchester United. Malaysia is also out for long-term injury, back into the game. Is Burnley, who are starting right from where they stopped in the first half by dominating early possession in the second half. Coming straight to you, Solomon, what are your expectations for Burnley in the second half?
Yeah, for the second half, I expect Burnley to come strong against Manchester United. We've seen it. You are playing against a bigger boy than yourself, and what do you need to do? You need to up your game. Right now, you came against them, rushing them in the first half, but it didn't work. So what do you need to do now is to, like, a kind of calm the ball and be precise in your passes. You know, be precise in your passes and be accurate. One, you have seen Manchester United, when it comes to the midfield, they are not as good as they used to be in those days. So you exploit them against the midfield. It's just that they don't have good midfield. Their midfielder is not as strong as we expect to be. But if you overrun their midfield, you'll be able to get goal against the Manchester United. Because they are weak in the midfield.
But currently, I think there's a lot of inexperience in our midfield. Talking about McTominay and Hannibal.
You can call McTominay and say inexperience in the same paper. McTominay has actually been here, talking about a player that plays for Scotland, captains Scotland sometimes. So
Scotland is not in Premier League.
You can't use inexperience.
But not as experienced as Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, and Casemiro. Same thing with Hannibal. That's what I'm just saying.
Okay, 48 minutes of action in that encounter already. It's the Manchester United who are leading courtesy of that goal from Bruno Fernandes in the first half. And it's still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. And it's Manchester United who are back dominating play right now. But Burnley, are very good when it comes to their defensive duty. And they've been able to defend that. We've seen Burnley, they're actually comfortable with the ball. But the problem has been the goals. The goals are not coming in for them. And if the goals are not coming in, there's no way you're going to win games. What do you expect? What's it called? Vincent Company should be doing if he wants to keep this Burnley team, in the league next season?
Yeah, you have to work on a finisher. Like right now, he's playing 4-2-3-1 with Anthony as the last man. And behind Anthony is Ramsey. Both of them are dangerous, but what is missing here is apart from the finishing. They need a clinical link-up play with the finisher, with Anthony, to get that goal, because they struggle to link up a clean pass to him to finish it up. That's where they are missing, because we know Anthony is a brilliant scorer. But if you give him a good passes, we expect to see him score. And another thing again. He's having Kole Osho. He's also brilliant. We've seen his exploit, but he's playing deep. He's playing so deep. If he can come forward a little bit, so that there will be these passes to Anthony, I think they're going to get a goal.
Okay, tomorrow we have a lot of matches lined up. Talking about the biggest one tomorrow is Arsenal against Tottenham in the North London Derby. That game is by 2 p.m. Nigerian time, and Burnley against Bournemouth is also 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Chelsea against Aston Villa, it happens to be a great time.
Is it Burnley tomorrow again?
No, Brighton. Sorry, Brighton against Bournemouth tomorrow. Chelsea against Aston Villa. Liverpool will be playing against West Ham, and all these games have been played at the same time. Talking about 3 p.m. and we have Chelsea against Newcastle coming later on at 5:30 p.m. There's also a big one in French League. We're talking about PSG against Marseille, and that promises to be, a great encounter tomorrow. So we have great games lined up for you tomorrow. You can join us on our watch along from 2 p.m. talking about the game between Arsenal and Tottenham, and it promises to be, an interesting tie tomorrow in that encounter. Olamide, I know you are not a big Arsenal fan, but looking at Arsenal against Tottenham has 13 points already this season, and they've actually been looking like a new Tottenham. What are your expectations going into that game?
I don't really want to support anybody. So, but there are two of my biggest
rivals.
It's not even rival. They've beaten me this season, so I'm kind of very angry at all of them. So at least a draw should be okay.
If you look at some of the likes of Arsenal and
but I think Arsenal is going to come out.
Both of them, they've not been defeated in this. They are still running. They both
have 13 points.
Both of them have 13 points, and they have been unbeaten in this season so far. So these are some of the matches that are that will be the decider of the EPL, and it's one of the biggest match. I know Arsenal. In fact, it's like they are picking up form, And I know Tottenham, based on the Postecoglou philosophy of football, is beginning to work for Tottenham Forest. So it's going to be a very tight encounter tomorrow, and it will be very difficult for anybody to predict that match.
Okay, you can join us for that encounter at 2 p.m. tomorrow on Premier Sport Fan Center. I'll be giving you analysis of the watch-along game of those games at that time. 4 teams are yet to lose in EPL this season. They are Manchester City, Tottenham, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Three of these 4 teams have 13 points, while Manchester City, who has played 6 matches, have 18 points. You know, maximum points from 6 matches, and they are looking like it might just be another ride to winning the league.
They are cheats. Ojoro. If Man City should continue like this next season, the race will just take them away from Premier League. Maybe they take them to another league. I don't know, whatever.
No. It's not going to be as smooth as we are thinking. This is match day 6. We still have 32 matches to play. I see Manchester City losing and also drawing.
Is there any chance of Manchester City, going, without losing in the season, going invisible for the whole season?
You see, when they lost Kevin De Bruyne, I was smiling. I was like, they are going to find it very difficult to win matches.
There's a Julian Alvarez.
Yes, but since then I've just been seeing scores. They've been winning, and now like I don't even know what to say. I don't know who to wish bad again to have injury. Man City, they are just maybe it's because they know how to play with each other. They are just complete everything.
Let's see now that Rodri is having a red card. He's going to be absent in the next 3 matches. In the EPL,
Bernardo is out too.
He's having injury. So let's see what will happen, because to me, one of the pivot player of Manchester City is Rodri, and now he will be absent in the next match. I don't know the teams they are going to play in their next future, and if they are having any top team, probably they are going to have their first loss.
Okay, we expect. Let's see if Manchester City will be losing a game this season, but it's not looking likely they'll be losing a game. I'm a big fan of Manchester City this season. I expect them to go that trophyless. I am to go without losing a game in a season. I want to see that record, that Arsenal record. I want to see it broken. That is the only thing Arsenal.
Not when Liverpool is in the league. Not when Chelsea. See, I used to tell people, forget about the form. When there's time for big games, players step up. So I don't think Man City are going invisible. Where they want to see them. I don't think it's happening.
Okay, back to the game between Manchester United. The ball is to Manchester United 1, Burnley 0 in the 54th minute of this game. As the Burnley, who are still attacking with El Kole Osho. It's like they've actually find a way of keeping this man quiet in the second half. Talking about Kole Osho. Yeah,
that's what I talk about him. He's playing deep. He has Bone Hill behind him. And Taylor, as the left back defender, they are supposed to come up for him to go forward a little bit, because he's playing deep and he's not seen. He's someone who have the company is just being careful. He's just being careful not to let him go further much, so that he don't concede much goal. But if you make use of him, he has the space, he has the hold up of ball, and he can dribble, and I'm very sure also he can score goal. Because this is a 4th match for Burnley, and he has scored 1 in the EPL, and we expect to see him to score more.
No disrespect to Burnley, but I think a team of Manchester United, if you are playing against Burnley, these are just the kind of player you need to keep quiet. You need to keep them quiet with no stress. You have that caliber of players to keep them quiet. So I think if you are playing against Burnley and you have the likes of this Kole Osho, you should be able to keep him quiet. Don't let him play his football. Like, do it with no stress.
Okay, that's actually been a big battle between Regulion and Kole Osho in this tie. And still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0, 56 minutes already in this encounter. Let's go straight to see some of the matches being played in other centers. Almeria against Valencia is in the 56th minute already. It's still Valencia who are leading 1-0 in that encounter. Lazio and Monza is still 1-1 in the 72nd minute. Brest and Boli, 62 minutes of action been played already, and both teams are still finding it hard to score a goal. There's a goal in the game between Porto and Gil Vicente. That game is 1-1 currently in the 43rd minute of that game. And back to the game between Manchester United and Burnley. It is still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. 57 minutes of action already, and it's Kole Osho again against Regulion. You know, he has actually he has actually been a trouble. He has actually been a trouble. You know, for Regulion. You know, playing against this young man. Fantastic player. Solomon, do you actually want to see Kole Osho playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
We actually want to see him play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
It's not we. I'm
personally, but it's no longer possible for him to play.
But I think we are
it's still possible for him to play.
I think Nigeria is
he's there to play for us. He's there to play for
us. But he was invited, but he did not.
No.
He has not been invited yet.
He hasn't been invited to
well, I'd love to see him to play for Nigeria. He has the speed, he has the experience. He's very clinical, and he has the dribble also. So he's a very fantastic player.
Balogun has not even made the squad. Balogun of Monaco. He has not even made the squad. I are talking about Kole Osho or whatever. I think.
Can you compare Kole Osho to Balogun to Kole Osho?
Yes.
Is he better than Kole Osho?
Balogun is better than Kole Osho.
Balogun
of Arsenal. Yeah. That's at Monaco now.
Monaco now. He plays for United States of America, so he's not playing. Can't play for Nigeria. Okay, Kole Osho currently plays for the under 20 team of the Italian national team. And talking about this game between Manchester United and Burnley. Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. 57 minutes of action already. Probably will be seeing another late second goal in this game, but I'll actually be putting my money on Burnley getting that equalizer in this game.
He doesn't put his money on mine. All those opposition teams. That's why he's always Why?
Okay, 58 minutes already. Burnley 0, Manchester United 1. And Burnley actually doing a lot of defending right now, you know, trying to control the game. If there's one thing that hasn't actually been a problem for Burnley in this game, it has been their passes. You know, they've actually been passing around very well in this game, but getting that goal has actually been a problem. That might just be the second goal, but Manchester United were unable to get that, and that might just be a corner kick to Manchester United. Hojlund has actually been a big problem for the Burnley defenders in this game. That was a good nod there and a good connection from, that was a good save from the Burnley striker who's back defending there. And that should be a corner kick to Manchester United. That will have been a good chance for Manchester United to get the second goal in this encounter. And it's off for a corner kick in the 59th minute. Let's see if this is going to be the second goal for Manchester United. That was well taken, but Trafford was able to get his hand on that. And here is Trafford getting that comfortably. And right now, Burnley defenders will actually be, you know, having a rest of mind there. They know that they won't be conceding any goal any moment from now. Looking at that goal scored by Manchester United in the first half, you know, you can rightly say that Burnley didn't deserve, you know, to go a goal down in the first half.
Mine didn't deserve to.
Not mind you.
Burnley.
Mine didn't deserve to go down too. Why do you say Burnley? Who doesn't see this life is not fair? Football is not fair. I don't want to hear they don't deserve. Well, they are not scoring. They are not taking their chances. I think this is the first chance. It's like the second shot on target Manchester United. So it's all about football. Is all about taking your chances, be clinical in front of goals. When it's time to deliver. That it's just as simple as it. When you are playing against.
And this is Kole Osho who is overriding.
On the ball right now. What will he be doing there? Goes in for a cross. But Nana easily saves that, and it goes straight for a counter. As Manchester United who are currently attacking against Burnley. And they're moving from left to right now. And that is another great pass from Manchester United. But without be threatening Burnley. But he chooses to take that back. And a pass back into the midfield from Manchester United there. But you know, there's actually been a lot of passes in this game. And straight to some of the statistics we've seen in this game. 60 minutes of action being played already. See Burnley who are having the better share of ball possession with 60% of ball possession. While Manchester United has just 40%. Total shots, we've seen Burnley played 7 shots, while Manchester United have been reduced to just 5 shots in this game. Both teams have played just 2 shots on target in this game. It has actually been a tight game, no doubt. Yeah. But Olamide, you are a Manchester United fan, and I can see you, in your Manchester United jersey. Are they living up to expectation? Are you happy with this performance from Manchester United in this game?
So far, no. I'll be sincere. I'm not happy, but. If this is a match to build momentum, yeah, I think it's still good. It's still a very nice game because we've had a lot of losses. Past 3 match, 4 match has been so very bad for Manchester United fans all over the world. So I think gaining momentum from this, it should have been that Bayern Munich match, but it happened. So gaining momentum from this match, I think it's going to be a very good moment for us.
Okay, the gaining
But not
momentum
really
and
impressive
returning
with
back
the
to winning
performance.
ways will actually be a good one for Manchester United in this game between Manchester United and Burnley. There's still 30 more minutes to play in this game and still a lot of time in the game of football. You know, Burnley might be getting the equalizer, Manchester United scoring the second goal. Like I said, in Vadai, all of it was actually using that to look at me there. I mean, still the bench, that is Burnley players, they are actually having their having their jog around, and any moment from now we might be seeing a substitution in this game. Solomon,
Yeah.
we've seen Ojlund for 62 minutes. You know, how are you going to rate him? His second game in EPL or his third game in EPL without a goal already?
All right, yeah. In fact, he's part of the team and he has been playing. And he has created a lot of chances. He also have missed a goal. In fact, his inclusion into Manchester United is a very good one. A lot of people will not see it now. But I'm telling you, in the long run, we'll begin to feel his impact in Manchester. In fact, I'm very sure he's going to score more goals than Rashford this season.
And that's the chance for Manchester United, but that was an overheated pass. But still with Manchester United, the ball said that was a great shot, but Trafford got that covered, and he's not going to threaten Manchester. He's not going to threaten Burnley, and it's still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. 63 minutes of action already in that encounter. Good movement there from Manchester United, but they were unable to threaten the goalkeeper. It's very much important for Manchester United to get the second goal in this game because, you know, against run of play, yes, they need that second goal to kill this game, you know. Against run of play, anything might just happen, might just be Burnley equalizing.
Like it happened against Crystal Palace last season. we were leading 1-0, and they just had this extra 9 minutes free kick.
And Olise just got that goal.
That I could not stand up for where I was sitting down.
All right, and I was talking about Ojlund. In fact, his inclusion into Manchester United actually brought a bite. You know, in their previous matches, we've not seen Manchester United playing this way. We saw him introduced in the match against Bayern Munich. We saw the bite he brought. And that was one of the reasons why we saw Manchester United scoring up to 3 goals. And here today, we have seen the bite, the contribution he has made to the attack of Manchester United. I think if he goes on and on like this, is going to be one of the player to look out for.
I think I have preferred him scoring against Bayern Munich than scoring against Burnley. Like his scoring against Bayern Munich was a very good start to build his confidence.
Okay, that might just be a good way to actually boost his confidence. Talking about Ojlund, I still have a lot of chances, a lot of games to play. Talking about the young Danish striker. I think he's just 20 years old, so
yeah, he's 20 years
there's still a lot of years for him. And any moment from now, probably Manchester United will be looking at their bench to see who they can actually introduce into this game, and that's another chance for Manchester United. And they chose this for a long pass there, and they'll take all their chance. And but that wasn't. Ojlund is actually not going to get to that, and there has been an infringement has been figured out there by the coach of by the referee. Sorry. 65 minutes of action already. Still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. We can see the frustration of Marcus Rashford.
That was a wrong pass for Rashford.
Yeah, that was a wrong pass.
You look at his positioning.
He didn't time the runnings of what's called Ojlund here. I think he should have done better there. Sorry, on Burnley who are back with the ball.
He was marking him. He placed the pass on the wrong side.
And that's Skoleo show who beat his man and behind his man for a cross, but Onana was there to the rescue. You know, Onana is actually having a good day today.
Yeah, of course, he has been a good day. I think we can see like.
But Burnley is not actually a victim.
Yeah, at least we can take it as one of those training section that a player is doing well right now. Yeah, if he's able to keep a clean sheet here, I think it'll be to his record that Onana has had a first clean sheet. Because so far so good. So far so good. It has been a basket situation for him. So if you keep a clean sheet here, it will be good for him.
Okay, clean sheet will actually be very much good for Onana. It's actually going to boost his confidence. He has just 1 clean sheet already this season, and with this will be his 2nd clean sheet if he's able to keep this till the end of the game. 66 minutes of action already. Still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0, and Manchester United are looking very much comfortable with that 1-0. Let's see if they'll be able to keep that till the end of the game. But Burnley are doing a lot of passes, But breaking through that Manchester United defense has actually been a big problem for Burnley in this game. And they chose to do another pass. And here will it be their own equalizer. But Manchester United defenders were able to clear that off for a corner kick. It's going to be Burnley's corner kick right there. Good clear off there from Lindelof. And that was actually a good one-time pass there. But, you know, it was looking like exactly like that pass for, what's it called? For Bruno Fernandes, but they don't have Bruno in their own team, and it's all for a corner kick. And they'll be taking that corner kick right now in the 67th minute. Let's see if Burnley will be getting an equalizer through this corner kick.
You see, I think I've been thinking the kind of goals we'll be considering lately have been so very, very easy goals. They are just easy goals. Watch Man U of last season, like we've passed that situation. So I'm just surprised this season the way we are considering goals, the way our players are not even running for ball. Like sometimes they lose ball in the opposition half. There's no tracking back. They are not running. In the Maritime press conference, he said they are not running back, but he is trying to look for the best situation for it. I think maybe that's why he's starting Hannibal and McTominay. Maybe that he needs players that will put in more energy into recovery, ball recoveries.
Yeah. Okay, there's a need to get players that will get them more ball recoveries. Solomon, we've seen McTominay for 66 minutes in this game. How are you going to rate his performance in this game?
Fantastic, you know, his conclusion fantastic. He's doing a very good job in his position there, and he has been contributing so much. And if you look at the stop, you know, the tackles and a number of counter he has stopped, I think I'll credit him for those.
That's another opportunity for Manchester United to attack against the Burnley defense. Let's see if they'll be able to create one. It's Rashford on the ball right now, and he chooses to go to his man, who looks back into the midfield, and that's a good cross in for Manchester United, but that's only threatening Burnley defenders, and it's all for a Burnley's corner kick in the 69th minute of this game. Bruno Fernandes is still complaining there. Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does very well. You know, he's complaining. I love him for that. He knows how to complain a lot. 69 minutes of action already. It's still Burnley who are chasing this game, trying to get an equalizer at the Turf Moor, which happens to be their home ground. And that's a good hit from Manchester United, but that's only threatening Trafford in goal post for Burnley. And still Manchester United, who are still asking all the questions for the past 2 minutes. And still Manchester United, who have been everywhere on the stadium, on the field right now. That's still looking for the second goal. And you can hear that from Olamide saying that's how it should be. Yeah. And don't forget, you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your chat in our live chat segment. And we promise you that we're going to read that out. And back to the game. It's Manchester United asking all the questions, but no goal from those questions.
Let's see. There's still enough time to ask questions, and there's enough time for answers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's you know, there's a way your team will push you. There's a way your team is going to push you that you turn into what's it called? Motivational speaker. I get that. I'll straight away from the game between Manchester United and Burnley to the Almeria against Valencia. That game is 1-2 right now. Valencia leading Almeria 2-1 in that encounter. Lazio and Monza is still 1-1 in the 86th minute, while Brest and Lyon are still finding it hard to break each other. That game is 0-0 in the 75th minute, while the game between Manchester United and Burnley is also in 70 minutes already. 20 more minutes of action to be seen in this game. Will it be Manchester United winning this game 1-0, or will it be Burnley coming back to find that all-important equalizer? You know, what they've actually played a lot in this game. They deserve at least a draw. Or what do you think, Solomon?
Yeah, they actually deserve a goal in this match, and they've actually played to my greatest surprise. By now, I was expecting Manchester United to be up against Burnley by 2 goals or 3 goals by now, but they're still struggling with 1 goal. And the way it's going, Burnley is looking like there's this possibility of them equalizing this match against Manchester United. And what are we seeing here now? I know that's a good defensive work for Manchester United. But it's a good one anyway, and a moment of a counter here for Manchester United. But you see Burnley with good defensive work too, they were able to break it up. So I expect them to actually equalize, but Manchester United are looking good for the moment. And for the first time, I've seen them play good football for a very long time now.
Good defensive I think what really helped Man in this game is our defensive play. We've really lacked that from for the past matches, and yeah, it's a good match to step up.
Okay, this might just be a good match for Manchester United to step up. I'm talking about Manchester United. Next match, they have a back-to-back fixtures against Crystal Palace. One in the FA Cup on Tuesday. Manchester United will be at home against Crystal Palace on Tuesday, talking about the 26th of September. That game is coming up by 8 p.m. And they'll be playing the following Saturday against Crystal Palace at the same Old Trafford. That's still another opportunity for Manchester United to get back-to-back victories.
We did it against Brighton, so I'm not really against Brighton last season, not this season. But Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace is a good opponent. But I really
why are you expecting Manchester United to take the victory in these two encounters?
Yes, that's how it should be. I really feel Crystal Palace when they
it's not about that. It's how it should be. Are you expecting them to take the victory?
For sure, I don't see Crystal Palace knocking out Man U in the League Cup. We are the defending champion. Okay, so I think the buy should be there.
I'll make sure I bring it to the studio that day. there's no running away from this time around from you. Okay, back to the game between. We have a second goal for Almeria in the game between Almeria and Valencia. It's now 2-2 in the 71st minute. Almeria just equalized in that game. Almeria 2. Valencia 2 already in that game. And talking about Manchester United and Burnley, we have 74 minutes of action already. We are approaching the 75th minute, which will leave us with 15 more minutes to go in this game. It's looking like probably we'll be ending this game just 1-0. What do you guys think?
I don't think so. There's going to be another goal in this match. And this 71 minutes, I think there's going to be another goal. But if we look at it, it's like Manchester United, they are under pressure right now because we look at the situation of
it has actually been like funny enough. It has actually been like this from the first half.
Yeah. And when I talk about the pressures, they have two yellow cards.
Yes,
where Burnley has no yellow card in this encounter. Where Burnley has no yellow card, that's to tell you that they are under pressure and they have been using strength.
No, the regular yellow card came off an argument with the referee, so that was why he got a yellow card.
Yeah, Dalot is having a yellow card.
Dalot got that yellow card over that hit on Kole Osho in the first half.
But I really think it's time for substitution at least. I want to see the likes of Garnacho coming in, Amrabat, and maybe Martial.
Okay, you can hear that from
like Martial during the World Cup, during the Champions League, he had an injury and he went out.
But he's training.
No, he was brought into that game against
substitution.
Okay, some 5 minutes of action being played already. It is Burnley with another chance here with this beat. Nana easy there to fantastic work from Onana. That was actually a good save from Onana there. And there's a Manchester United player who is down there. That is Johnny Evans is down there looking injured. Let's just hope he will be able to continue this game. That was actually a good save from Onana there, coming out at the right time to make himself, bigger there to actually save that. That would have been a goal for Rodriguez, who was actually just brought into this game. And that was a good defensive. That was actually a bad hit there for Johnny Evans.
Was it John
talking about John Evans, he has been a very good inclusion.
Yeah, he has actually given a good
in fact, he has brought a lot of transformation into the Manchester United squad. For a very long time, I've not seen a player like this. I think if he continues like this, he's going to be one of the top players to reckon with in the.
If he has said. If he had said, if you are giving him this apology against Arsenal, I would have bought your clothes. Because I was very pissed against Arsenal. Players make mistakes, that's for sure. But I think being an experienced defender, what happened against Arsenal?
I'm not talking about Arsenal match. I'm talking about this very particular match.
I think you are giving him too much accolades.
I'll give him. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. For this very particular match, I'm only concerned with this match now. So far, he has been good in this match. You know,
I want accolades on this match.
Okay, do you want to take his glory from this match?
No,
Because
I just want
he
to give him
flopped
accolades on this match. Just this match.
Now, if you flop next match, that's my own philosophy. If you flop next match, I will still tell you that you flop.
If we have our defenders, all our defenders available, I don't see Johnny Evans making this first 11.
Okay,
but for and to include him today, he knows that he really needs him, and he's actually performing.
Yeah, because it's the last man standing. We have injury crisis. All our defenders are out injured. This past days, Martinez got injured. He was going to play the match. He got injured. So it was the only option available, I think.
Okay, 3 straight substitutions from Burnley in this encounter in the 73rd minute. Lassen came in for Colio Show, while Bedge also came in for Ramsey, and there was also Rodriguez coming in for Amdoni in the 73rd minute. Those were the substitution from Burnley, and let's see if they'll be able to actually push Burnley to get in that all-important equalizer in this encounter. 78th minute of action already. It's still Burnley 0, Manchester United 1. It's looking like Manchester United are very much comfortable going home with this 1-0. And I'm very sure the fans will actually take that 3 points. It's very much important for Manchester United. And that's, you know, for the past 10 minutes in this encounter, we've not really seen a lot of chances. We've not seen chances being created. It has been passes galore.
And no wonder, you know, Vincent Kompany had to make substitution. If you look at the substitution he made, he changed the whole front line. He changed the whole front line forward attackers. Yeah. He changed the last man, Anthony. He changed Colio Show, and he brought in changed Ramsey and brought in new, fresh attackers. So let's see what they will bring to the party.
That's another chance for Burnley, and there's an in-swinger, but there was nobody there to connect to that. And off another Burnley's corner kick. A lot of corner kicks we've seen from Burnley in this game, but they've not been able to convert or make use or take advantage of any of the corner kicks we've seen from them in this encounter. It's the Burnley who are still looking or running everywhere to get an equalizer in this game, and straight to the corner kicks. Burnley have played 6 corner kicks in this game, while Manchester United have been reduced to just 2 corner kicks in this encounter. But no go for Burnley out of all these corner kicks. And it's looking like Manchester United are preparing another substitution. Their first substitution in this game is Reguilon, who will be substituted, and it is Varane coming in to actually add to the defensive line of Manchester United. Olamide is a very good substitution for Manchester United, bringing in Varane for Reguilon.
I think it's a very nice substitution because he's on yellow card.
Everything's always nice to you when it comes to Manchester United.
I'm talking because he's on yellow card, so he needs to get changed. Any little mistake, it might be red carded. And he's the only left back available for Maya as at now. So we don't want to risk him. We don't want to risk him getting injured. We don't want to risk him getting suspended. So I think it's still a tactical substitution.
Okay, can you hear that from Olamide? That is a tactical substitution from Manchester United. Let's see if they'll be able to happen, or if they'll be able to keep their lines or clear their lines for the next 11 minutes of this encounter. It is Burnley who are with the ball, in possession of the ball right now and looking up, but they are not taking, they are not looking, they are not playing with that intensity like a team that actually wants to take a draw of victory in this game. They are taking all their time, just passing around and trying to create chance, and that might just be another opportunity for Manchester United. Will this be the second goal? But good defense work there from Burnley's defenders, and that will have been the second goal for Manchester United. It was a good overturn play there, but they couldn't take advantage of that. Burnley 2 players are currently down right now. A Manchester United player, that's Hannibal on the grass right now, looking injured. Let's just hope he gets back to his feet and carry on in this game. 80 minutes of action being played. We've seen 80 minutes of action already. It is still Burnley 0, Manchester United 1. 10 more minutes to go in regulation time.
10 more minutes to go in regulation time. Manchester United just missed a goal here. And you see, look at that pass. He had 2 options. One from the right.
The last pass was actually wrong.
One from the right, one from the right. I would have gone for the one on the right. Yeah, because it was clearer. It was clearer than the one on the left, and he passed to the one on the left, and it was intercepted. So such decision sometimes affect moves. Otherwise, it would have been a very clear chance for Manchester United to go 2 goals ahead of Burnley.
The pass was very poor.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
poor
that
pass.
was actually
The
a
wrong,
poor
wrong
pass.
decision and wrong passing.
Again, 7 minutes in the action between Brest and Lyon is still 0-0. Lyon they've been unable to actually break this Brest team. And Almeria and Valencia is still 2-2. Went back to the game between Burnley and Manchester United. 82 minutes of action already, and it's Burnley with a cross there. But Manchester United clearing off their lines for another corner kick. 7th corner kick for Burnley in this game. 7 times they've had an in-swinger in this game, but they've been unable to convert one. I just hope one of these corner kicks won't hurt Manchester United.
I'm thinking Man U should be our coach should be thinking about more on finishing this match on finishing it.
And that was so close, but close doesn't get you the goal, and that was a great nod there, but he couldn't just control it or bring it down to threaten the goalkeeper. Good nod there. Onana was almost in no man's land, and that would have been the equalizer for Burnley, but they couldn't make good use of that. And you can see the frustration on the face of Vincent Kompany there, as Manchester United will restart the game through a goal kick, and that was a straight one from Onana straight into Burnley's half, and Trafford will be taking his own pass, and he chooses to go for his defender. For 8 more minutes of action to be seen in this game, plus extra time, probably 4 more minutes, 4 minutes additional time, which might just take us to 12 more minutes to go in this game. Olamide, how much impressed have you been with Manchester United? I want you to be truthful here.
This is not my performance. I'm not impressed. Impressed is just too much. It's just too much to use for this performance. I'm not really impressed with it. I think I would have for me personally, I would have preferred more of bringing on an attacking player. I don't know why Tang is not bringing an attacking player. So far, you've seen Burnley substitute 3 players. It shows they are sending a message. It shows they are looking for at least a draw. You'll be putting at least, I think our midfield is okay. You are using 5 midfielders. It's okay. Burnley players, they are tired already.
Olamide, you are looking for goals. Your coach is looking for 3-point victory.
Sure.
So
my defense, I think my defense is okay already. This defense, they are working, they are running.
And this might just be another opportunity for Burnley.
No! That was a Varane.
Already.
Wow, Rodriguez will actually be asking himself the questions, what will I be doing to score a goal there? Good movement from Rodriguez there, but the final touch actually let him out there. And good defensive work there from Varane. He was quick to defend that, but that was actually going to threaten the goalkeeper.
Someone should please remind Mr. Sumo that we are owing a lot of goals in Premier League.
At this point in time, Burnley have changed all their forward line. You are up because they are down. That is why they need forwarders. They need attackers. But you are up by 1 goal, and you are blaming the coach for bringing in
Manchester United on the counter right now. Good movement from Manchester United.
And this is Rashford. This is where Rashford comes to the party.
Against the Burnley player, and he chooses to go straight. But a lot of bodies there, and it's all for a corner kick. Wow. Rashford should be doing better there, and we can see this disappointment on his face. 84 minutes gone, 85 minutes of action being played already in that game. Good movement there from Rashford, but the execution let him out there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Burnley players, a lot of bodies around in there, but he chooses the shot, and you can see him asking himself, what do I need to do to get a goal in this encounter? 84 minutes, approaching 85 minutes, it's a corner kick to Manchester United deep into the second half. Let's see if they'll be getting another late second goal like they did in the first half for their first goal. And Manchester United are taking the corner kick, but Burnley were able to clear their lines. But still Manchester United who are on the ball, and the Burnley will actually favor going there with for a cleanser there, and they actually cleared their line successfully. It is Manchester United with the turnover right now, and that is a good movement from Manchester United. Let's see if they'll fancy a cross there. McTominay with a cross, but there was nobody, no white shirt of Manchester United in the box to connect to that, and it's off for a Burnley's corner kick. 85 minutes already, and we're approaching the 86th minute of action. 4 more minutes to go in the second half. It's still Burnley 0, Manchester United 1.
I think I want to see the likes of Amrabat coming into this game. Amrabat, at least give Garnacho just few minutes to recharge his leg. Same thing with Amrabat.
And finally, we have a goal in the game between Brest and Lyon. It's Brest who took the lead late into that game. It's Brest 1 and Lyon 0 right now in the 90th plus minute in that encounter. Brest 1, Lyon 0. Almeria and Valencia are still playing 2-2 in 85 minutes, while Manchester United against Burnley is in the 87th minute, approaching 88 minutes. It's still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. Solomon.
Yeah.
It's looking like a game that is over already.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. This how many minutes we have? We still have 5 minutes to play, including additional, excluding additional time. So that means we're having like 10 minutes to play, and 10 minutes is a very long period of time in football. And we saw what happened in the first half. The goal was scored in the 44th minute. It was just 1 minute to the end of the first half. A goal was scored. But here we're having another up to 10 minutes to play. So we're expecting another goal here, either from Burnley or from Manchester United. And I hope it comes from Manchester United, right? That's what we will be wishing. But Burnley can take you a surprise.
Okay, we just hope that Burnley can take us by
surprise.
He wants me to talk.
No surprises, no surprises.
No surprises.
No surprises with Man U at this point in the second goal.
Now let's say Burnley can get their names on the score sheet. As the Burnley were on the ball right now, they chose this might just be an opportunity for an in-swinger. They chose this to go for that in-swinger, but there's nobody. But finally, we have a Burnley player on the ball right now who chooses to come out wide. Let's see what they make out of that. This Burnley will take all their time. You know, one problem I've actually seen for this Burnley is actually breaking into that Manchester United defense. It has actually been a lot of problem for them in this game. That's a good shot, but not going to threaten on Nana at all. And that was a shot from Bensi. The new player was actually thrown into the action, but that is not going to threaten on Nana. Off for a Manchester United goal kick. And finally, we have Amrabat, who will be making his Manchester United debut in the 88th minute of this game. And it's Johnny Evans who gave that assist for the first goal and the only goal in this game. He will be withdrawn for Sofiane Amrabat, talking about the Moroccan who is currently on loan from Fiorentina. You know, what are you guys' expectations for Amrabat in Manchester United?
I think so far this season we've been lacking that kind of holding midfielder, a ball holding midfielder. So I think he's going to make Casemiro and Bruno explore more when he plays with them.
Okay. You have been yearning from Amrabat, and you talked about Amrabat for Amrabat to come in, and now he's in. Let's see what he's going to bring to the party, because that was the only person on the bench, on the substitution bench, that you mentioned that you actually want to see him.
I also mentioned Garnacho.
I also want to mention Garnacho, and I wonder why you want all such people when you are a goal up, and you are blaming your coach for bringing in defender instead of you bringing in defenders. You were wishing that they brought in strikers for more goals.
I think there's sometimes there's the incident when you defend. At the end of the day, you just concede a late goal.
And that's a chance for Burnley, but they'll be able to take that. It's 9 minutes of action already. We are approaching 90th minutes. It's still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0, and Manchester United are eating quick on a counter attack right now. And they'll fancy every chance. It is Manchester United moving in. Well, let's see, will this be the second goal? And Amrabat. That was a good hit. All for Manchester United corner kick late into this game. 89 minutes of action already. We are approaching 90th minute. And Bruno Fernandes is not in a hurry, to go for that. Good movement here. Good touch there. But a fantastic save from Burnley defender. Oxlade has actually been fantastic in this game. The only problem for him in this game is the goal. Yes, just a final touch. The goal is not coming in for the Danish striker. Manchester United have a corner kick late in this game. 90 minutes of action already, and we'll be approaching additional time right now. And they take that corner kick, but Burnley were able to clear their lines. If they've actually been good at one thing all 90 minutes long, it is clearing their lines. A good in-swinger there from Manchester United, but off for another Manchester United corner kick in the 90-plus minutes. Should we just call it game over already?
I don't know.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let's see even how many additional minutes will the referee add.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, all right. 4 minutes additional minutes. Let's see what happened in that 4 minutes. already it's a corner kick, and Manchester United are taking their time and see building up even in the team box of the Burnley side. But we hope that they can get another goal to crown it victory here. And they are still running from the left wing. Well, let's see what happens. It's not over yet until it's over.
Okay, that first minute, we're approaching 92nd minute. As Burnley doing a lot of defending for Burnley right now. Rashford takes a deep corner kick for a throw-in for Manchester United there. They chooses to go back into their own half of the state of the field. They are not in a hurry, to attack against Burnley. And they chooses to go back deep and call out the Burnley players who are waiting for Manchester United to attack them. And Onana takes a deep cross into the Burnley's half, and it's the Manchester United who are on the ball, on the possession of the ball right now. Burnley were back in possession, but Manchester United held that on, and it's Manchester United who are moving right now, moving very fast, very close to the Burnley's box. And an in swing out with a speed, a second goal, good movement. Oh, that's a good save from the goalkeeper, and that is going to deny Manchester United the second goal in this game. That was actually a good take there.
Yeah, a very good one, and thank God it almost disbalanced the goalkeeper. It almost disbalanced the goalkeeper, but he was lucky to get that, and it's a good one for them. Nigeria, we have 2 minutes more to play, and any moment from now, we can safely say it is over.
Okay, any moment from now, we'll be saying it is over. Or support Otilo, the way you might say it. 92 minutes of action already, and there's another yellow card in this game. And it's going to be Jordan who will be getting that yellow card for Burnley over that dragging over the young Tunisian, talking about Hannibal, who has actually been a fantastic player in this game. And still Manchester United 1, Burnley 0. 92 minutes of action, approaching the 93rd minute. 1 more minute to go in additional time. And Manchester United will happily take this 1-0 victory. Luckily, a lucky escape for Manchester United.
Thank you.
Yeah. They are lucky against Burnley anyway. And it will be another victory for them. And their position will gradually be changing right now with this 3 points, maximum 3 points.
We expect Chelsea to win. We expect Chelsea to win tomorrow. So Chelsea will also follow Manchester United on the beat.
Against Aston Villa.
Yeah, it's actually going to be.
The question is, can Chelsea really beat anybody this season as at now?
Okay. Focus on your team.
Can you?
Focus on your team. 93 plus action. 93 minutes plus action we've seen already in this encounter. Burnley are looking very much relaxed and looking out of place. They are looking out of options. They don't really know what to do or how to get that equalizer. But 1-0 against Manchester United should be a good result for them to take away from here. I think they have so many positivities from this game they can actually take away from this game. But this might just be a very last chance for Burnley, and they have a free kick in a dangerous position, and that might just be a dangerous one for Amrabat to actually give out there. Burnley there winning a free kick very close to the Manchester United box, and this might just be one of the last piece of action in this game. Let's see if Burnley will be getting this. And we can see Trafford is out. And we saw Lazio goalkeeper in the Champions League
scoring the final goal.
Late into that
I've been watching the Champions
League. Yeah. So we see Trafford in the box, and it's still Manchester. Oh, that is easily saved by Onana, who is not in a rush to eat that out. And final whistle from the referee. It is Manchester United who finally win this game 1-0 against Burnley. Caught that goal from Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United captain. Arsenal is still looking for his first goal in the EPL, and straight to other centers where games have been completed. Let's go straight to the result from the English Premiership today. Crystal Palace played a full-time draw against Fulham. 0-0 that game ended. Luton Town against Wolves ended 1-1, while Manchester City continued their perfect record in the EPL this season, winning 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Brentford lost 1-3 against Everton at home, while Burnley lost 1-0 against Manchester United. The game between Almeria and Valencia is in 90 plus minutes already. 2-2 that encounter remains. Lazio and Monza played a 1-1 draw, while the game between Brest and Lyon ended Brest 1, Lyon 0. Final full-time results in the game between Manchester United and Burnley, 1-0. Manchester United winning, another victory for Manchester United.
Yeah, another victory.
Another victory from Phil. What am I going to? I think is we really showed we've not been happy with the results we've been getting so far. So even if we ought to have scored more goals, we also have played to score more goals. I think winning 1-0 against Burnley is still a nice result. I'm more happy about the clean sheet, because clean sheet I'm more happy. Onana must have clean sheet. This I see no reason why with our defense, with good defense. We've been blaming on Onana, but I think our defense have the most faults in the goals we've considered so far.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's a good one for Manchester United. They've got another victory. Right now, they are standing 8th on the table. That means they have moved so fast. You know, they've moved above the average line. And right now, they've been able to take Burnley to the relegation.
Nothing. We are
they were able to take Burnley to the relegation zone number 20.
They have just 1 point. So
yes, to the last. So that means Manchester United, they are gradually becoming one of the contestants in this encounter. So we hope to see them do better in their next features.
Okay, you can also don't forget to also join us tomorrow for our live program or live show. The live watch along tomorrow of other matches in the English Premiership, starting with the Arsenal against Tottenham, the North London Derby at 3 p.m. Burnley, Brighton against Bournemouth. 2 p.m. Arsenal Tottenham 2 p.m. tomorrow. Brighton against Bournemouth 2 p.m. Chelsea against Aston Villa 2 p.m. and Liverpool against West Ham 2 p.m. Lot of interesting matches, lined up at 2 p.m. And don't forget the last game in EPL tomorrow is Chelsea against Newcastle at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. It's been a pleasure, having you guys in the studio tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Mary. It's a pleasure, and we're really enjoying the day. It's been a day full of exciting matches.
Did you enjoy the match?
Yeah, of course, I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the whole match today. All the matches today are so interesting. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you to our viewers who have actually stayed with us right from the first game today to this last game. So we come your way again tomorrow. It's bye for now.